Today we will continue chapter 7 triangles. Chapter 7 triangles. In previous classes we learned in previous classes we learned congruency theorems. We learned SAS congruency theorem, SAS side angle side congruency theorem. Then we learned ASA theorem, angle side angle. Then AAS theorem we studied. Then SSS theorem, side side side, and here it is angle angle side. Then RHS theorem, right hypotenuse side, right angle hypotenuse side. So by using these theorems, we can easily prove the given pair of triangles are congruent or they are not congruent by using these theorems. So now we are going to do. Then we learned exercise 7.1 and 7.2. Now we are going to do exercise 7.3. 7.3, question number 1. Here triangle ABC and triangle DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base BC. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle on this base BC. Triangle DBC is another isosceles triangle. So if both of them are isosceles triangle, then AB and AC are equal, then DB and DC are equal because they are isosceles triangle. Then and the vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. A and D are on the same side of BC, above BC, same side. They are on the same side. If AD is extended to intersect BC at P, AD is extended to intersect BC at P, then we need to prove four cases. First we have to prove triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD, triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD, that is this triangle, triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. Then we will prove triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. Then we have to prove AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. AP bisects angle A. We have to prove these two angles are equal. Then AP bisects angle D. We will prove these two angles are equal. Then AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So we have to prove AP perpendicular to BC and then AP bisects BC. So that is our question. So proof. First we are going to prove triangle ABD and triangle ACD are congruent. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So we can compare the corresponding parts of the two triangles. Side AB of triangle ABD equal to side AC of triangle ACD. So we can write AB equal to AC, reason given. Then DB equal to DC. DB equal to DC, reason given because here DB and DC are equal because this triangle is isosceles triangle. DB equal to DC. Now side AD of triangle ABD equal to AD of triangle ACD. AD equal to AD, reason common. So here when we compare triangle ABD and triangle ACD, AB side AB of triangle ABD equal to AC of triangle ACD given. Then BD of this triangle equal to DB of that triangle, that is also given. Then side AD of this triangle equal to AD of that triangle. So all the three sides are equal, side, side, side. So we can say that two triangles are congruent by SSS theorem. Therefore triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD by SSS theorem. So they are congruent. So first part over. Now we are going to prove triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. That is the second part. That is triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. So when we compare triangle ABP and triangle ACP, AB and AC are equal, and AP of triangle ABP and AP of triangle ACP are equal because they are common. Then if we can prove these two angles are equal, then by SAS theorem, side angle side equal to side angle side, the two triangles will be congruent by SAS theorem. So we already proved a triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. So if triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD, then these two angles are equal. Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Reason CPCT. Because these two triangles are congruent. So their corresponding parts are equal. So angle 1 and angle 2 are corresponding parts. So they are equal. So we start second part from here. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. Now we can take triangle ABP and triangle ACP. In triangle ABP and triangle ACP. AB equal to AC. AB equal to AC, a reason given. Then angle 1 equal to angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2, a reason proved above. Proved above. So here we proved angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Then AP equal to AP of that triangle equal to AP of this triangle. So AP equal to AP, a reason common. So we can say side angle side equal to side angle side. So SAS theorem, by SAS theorem, the two triangles are congruent. Therefore triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP by SAS theorem. So they are congruent. Now we have to prove AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. We already proved angle 1 equal to angle 2. If angle 1 and angle 2 are equal, then we can say AP bisects angle A because they are equal. AP bisects angle A. Then we need to prove AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. So AP bisects angle D also we need to prove. That means we are going to prove these two. If we can prove these two angles are equal, then we will say AP bisects angle D. So this is angle D and this is reflex angle D. So angle 1, 2 we can take it as 3 and this one we can take as 4 and 5, 6 and here we will take 7 and 8. So we can name that angles. Now we are going to prove AP bisects angle A we can easily say, and we need to say AP bisects angle D. So triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. We already proved. Therefore, if the two triangles are congruent, ABD congruent to ACD, so these two angles are equal. Angle 3 and angle 4 are equal. So we will start third part from here. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. Reason, triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. So if two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts of the two triangles are equal. So here triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. So the corresponding parts, angle 3 and angle 4 are corresponding angles. So they are equal. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. If angle 3 equal to angle 4, then we can, if angle 3 and angle 4 are equal, then we can subtract that two angles from 180. 180 minus angle 3 equal to 180 minus angle 4. Just both the values we are going to subtract from 180. Subtracting from 180. Then 180 minus angle 3, that is angle 5 because that is linear pair. So 180 minus angle 3 plus angle 5 is 180. So 180 minus angle 3 is angle 5. So angle 5 equal to, similarly 180 minus angle 4, that is angle 6. So now we got angle 5 and angle 6 are equal. If angle 5 and angle 6 are equal, we can say AP bisects angle D because 5 plus 6, this angle is angle D, but this is reflex angle. So we need to prove AP bisects angle D. AP bisects angle D. So now we can say angle 5 and angle 6 are equal. Therefore AP bisects angle D. Then angle 1 equal to angle 2. We will write again and the reason proved above. We already proved angle 1 equal to angle 2. So here these two angles are equal. So we can say Therefore, AP bisects angle A because they are equal. So we will write therefore AP bisects angle A. So that is AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. So now we got AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. So that is the third part. AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. Now we are going to do one more part is there. That is AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So that part we will write here. We will prove AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So that is the fourth part. We will prove fourth part. We need to prove AP is the perpendicular. AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So here in second part we proved triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. So that part statement we will write. Triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. Reason proved above. And if triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP, then we can say triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. Therefore, the corresponding parts are equal. So we can write a BP equal to PC. Therefore, BP equal to PC. Reason CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So BP equal to CP. So if BP and CP are equal, then we can say AP bisects BC. Therefore, AP bisects BC. So now we got AP bisects BC because BP and PC are equal. That means AP bisects BC. Our question is AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Now we got AP is the bisector of BC, but we need to prove AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Bisector part we got AP bisects BC. That means AP is the bisector of BC, but we need to show AP is perpendicular to BC. So here angle 7 equal to angle 8 because triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. Therefore, angle 7 and angle 8 are equal. Reason same. Triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP. So if two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts are equal. So by using CPCT, if two triangles are congruent, triangle ABP congruent to triangle ACP, therefore angle 7 and angle 8 are equal. Angle 7 and angle 8 are the corresponding angles of the two congruent triangles. Angle 7 equal to angle 8. Then we can write angle 7 plus angle 8 equal to 180 degree. Reason linear pair. Because the BC is a straight line, angle 7 and angle 8. The two angles form linear pair. That is a linear pair. So their sum is always 180 degree. So now we got two angles. They are equal. Their sum is 180 degree. Suppose we have two numbers. They are equal and their sum is 10. So each of them will be 5 because 5 equal to 5 and 5 plus 5 equal to 10. And similarly, two angles, they are equal and their sum is 180 degree. So we can say that each of them, angle 7 equal to angle 8 equal to 90 degree. We don't have any other option. Here, if angle 7 equal to angle 8 equal to 90 degree, then we can say they are equal and their sum 90 plus 90, 180 degree. So now we got angle 7 equal to angle 8 equal to 90 degree. That is, if angle 7 equal to 90 or angle 8 equal to 90, that means AP perpendicular to BC. That is AP perpendicular to BC. So this is AP bisects BC, equation number 1, and this is AP perpendicular to BC. So we can combine them 1 and 2. That is AP bisects BC, AP perpendicular to BC. So we will write AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So we will write this is perpendicular, this symbol is perpendicular. So AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So here first part AP bisects BC, AP perpendicular to BC. So we will say AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. That is the question number 1. Now we will do second question. AD is an altitude of an isosceles triangle ABC in which AB equal to AC. So here ABC is an isosceles triangle. That is the given condition. So AB and AC are equal. AB equal to AC. Then one more condition is given. AD is the altitude. Altitude perpendicular to the base. So AD is the altitude and AB and AC are equal. Then we need to prove CD, first part, AD bisects BC. We have to prove AD bisects BC. That means AD is dividing BC into two equal parts. That means we are going to prove BD and DC are equal. Then second part, AD bisects angle A. So if we can prove these two angles are equal, then AD bisects angle A. And if we can prove BD and DC are equal, then AD bisects BC. So here, if we can prove triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD, if triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD, then these two angles are equal CPCT. So AD bisects angle A, and BD and DC are equal CPCT. So AD bisects BC. So we are going to prove that two triangles are congruent. Proof. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. AB equal to AC. Given. AB and AC are given. Then AB equal to AC given. Then angle ADB, this is perpendicular, so angle ADB equal to angle ADC. Angle ADB equal to angle ADC equal to 90 degree, because AD perpendicular to BC, so both the triangles are perpendicular to BC, so both the angles are equal to 90 degree. Then AD equal to AD, common, AD equal to AD. Side AD of this triangle equal to AD of that triangle. So here we are comparing two right triangles, hypotenuse and one side of this right triangle, because it's 90 degree. Hypotenuse and one side of this right triangle are equal to hypotenuse and corresponding side of that right triangle. So that two triangles are congruent by RHS theorem. So we can write them. Therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by RHS theorem. And if they are congruent, then we can write angles, angle 1 and, or we can write, therefore, if they are congruent, we will write 1 and 2 here. Angle 1 equal to angle 2, CPCT. Reason? CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So, corresponding parts. So, here triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, corresponding angles are equal. Angle A equal to angle A. So, in triangle ABD, angle A is this one. And in triangle ACD, angle A is this one. That means 1 and 2 are equal. Reason? CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So, if angle 1 and angle 2 are equal, we can write AD bisects angle A. Second part we will get that is AD bisects angle A. So, AD bisects angle A. We got. Then again BD equal to DC. BD equal to DC. Reason? Same reason that two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. If triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD, then the corresponding parts are equal. So BD and DC are the corresponding parts. BD, CD and DC same. So BD, last two letters, CD, last two letters, they are equal. So CPC, the corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So now we got BD and DC are equal. If BD and DC are equal, then we can say AD bisects BC. Therefore, AD bisects BC. So here we got AD bisects BC. So we got both the conditions, AD bisects BC and AD bisects angle A. we will do third question. Two sides AB and BC, two sides AB and BC and a median AM of one triangle ABC are respectively equal to sides PQ, QR and a median PN of triangle PQR. So here AB equal to PQ, AB equal to PQ, that is given. Then BC equal to QR, that is also given. Then AM, medians are equal, AM equal to PN, that is also given. Then we need to prove, first we have to prove triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN. Then we will prove triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR, that is our question. So the given conditions, AB equal to PQ, then BC equal to QR, AM is equal to PN. And one more condition is given, AM and PN are medians. AM and PN are medians. They are the medians of the triangles. They are equal. Then we need to prove triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN. Median of a triangle. Median is the line segment joining midpoint of one side and the opposite vertex. So AM, if AM is the median, that means AM divides BC into two equal parts. So these two parts are equal. So median of a triangle divides that corresponding side into two equal parts. So or we can say M is the midpoint of BC. If AM is the median, then M is the midpoint of BC. So first we will prove triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN. So we can take the triangles. In triangle ABM and triangle PQN. In triangle ABM and triangle PQN. AB equal to PQ. AB is equal to PQ, that is given. AB is equal to PQ, that is given. Then AM equal to PN, that is also given. AM is equal to PN, that is also given. And if you want to prove triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN by SSS theorem, if we want to prove that two triangles are congruent, then AB equal to PQ, that is given. AM is equal to PN, that is also given. And if we can prove BM is equal to QN, then by SSS theorem they are congruent. But in the place of instead of BM equal to QN, we have BC is equal to QR. So we will write BC is equal to QR. BC equal to QR, but BC is not the side of triangle ABM. BC is equal to QR, that is given. Now we can multiply both the sides of this equation by 1 by 2. So half of BC equal to half of QR. Reason, multiplying by 1 by 2. So multiplying by 1 by 2. So half of BC is equal to half of QR. Both the sides of that equation we can multiply by 1 by 2. So half of BC is BM. Reason, AM is the median. AM is the median. So M is the midpoint of BC. Therefore half of BC is BM. So we will write therefore BM is equal to, similarly QR. Half of QR is QN. Reason, PN is the median. Median of a triangle divides that side into two equal parts. So we can say that the QN and NR are equal, or we can say QN is equal to half of QR. So half of QR can be replaced by QN. In bracket, reason, AM and PN are medians. AM and PN are medians, that is the reason. So this is equation number 3, and this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. So when we compare that, when we compare that equations, here AB equal to BQ, that is equation number 1. Then sorry, here I have written PM, this is actually AM. AB equal to PQ, that is equation number 1. Then AM equal to PN, AM is equal to PN, that is equation number 2. Then BM equal to QN, That is equation number 3. So all the three sides are equal. Therefore, we can say triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQM. Therefore, triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN by SSS theorem. They are congruent. Now we have to prove triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. So if triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN, then we can say angle B and angle Q are equal. Angle B equal to angle Q. Reason CPCT. Because triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN, therefore angle B equal to angle Q. Angle B and angle Q are in the same place. They are corresponding angles. Therefore, they are equal CPCT. We have to prove triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. So here we start second part. Then in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So we are going to compare triangle ABC and triangle PQR. AB equal to PQ. AB equal to PQ. Reason given. Then angle B equal to angle Q. Angle B equal to angle Q. Here proved above. So when we compare triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB equal to PQ, then angle B equal to angle Q, proved above. Then side BC of triangle ABC equal to side QR of triangle PQR, because BC is equal to QR, that is given. Therefore, side angle side equal to side angle side. So by SAS theorem, the two triangles are congruent. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SAS theorem. So we got both the parts. Triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR by SAS theorem. Now we will do question number 4. BE and CF. BE and CF are two equal altitudes of triangle ABC. So BE and CF are two equal altitudes. That means BE and CF are altitudes and they are equal. BE and CF are altitudes. Altitude means perpendicular. BE perpendicular to AC and CF perpendicular to AB, because they are altitudes and they are equal. Then using RHS congruence rule, prove that the triangle ABC is isosceles. So we have to prove triangle ABC is isosceles. That means we are going to prove AB and AC are equal. By using RHS congruence rule, we have to prove AB and AC are equal. So here we will take triangle BEC. Triangle BEC and triangle CFB. Triangle BEC and triangle CFB, both the triangles are right triangles, because BE is an altitude and CF is another altitude. So they are right triangle, and we are going to prove that two triangles are congruent by RHS theorem, and if they are congruent, then the corresponding angles will be equal. Angle C and angle B will be equal, and if angle B and angle C are equal, then AB and AC will be equal. Triangle is an isosceles triangle. So to prove triangle ABC is isosceles, so we are going to prove triangle ABC is isosceles. Then proof. So we will take triangle BEC and triangle CFB. In triangle BEC and triangle CFB. Triangle BEC and triangle CFB. Then angle BEC equal to angle CFB equal to 90 degree. Angle BEC equal to angle CFB equal to 90 degree. Angle BEC 90 degree, CFB 90 degree. Reason: BE and CF are altitudes. BE and CF are altitudes. That is the reason. 90 degree. Then BE equal to CF. BE equal to CF. That is given. Then BC of this triangle. BC is the hypotenuse of this. This is a right triangle, and BC is the side opposite to right angle. So we can say that BC is the hypotenuse of this triangle. And similarly, BC is the hypotenuse of this right triangle. So both the triangles are right triangles, and the side BC is opposite to right angle. So we can say that hypotenuse BC equal to hypotenuse BC. So hypotenuse BC of this triangle equal to hypotenuse BC of that triangle. So reason, both of them are equal, reason common. So now we got these two triangles are right triangles. Then hypotenuse of this right triangle equal to hypotenuse of this right triangle, because common. Then one side BE of this right triangle equal to CF of this right triangle, that is given. So hypotenuse and one side of these two right triangles are equal, therefore they are congruent by RHS theorem. So we can write down, therefore triangle BEC is congruent to triangle CFB by RHS theorem. They are congruent by RHS theorem. And if they are congruent, that two triangles are congruent, then we can say angle B equal to angle C. Therefore angle B equal to angle C. Angle B and angle C are equal, because angle B of this triangle equal to angle C of this triangle. Reason, CPCT, because that two triangles are congruent, and here B and C are in same place, first place, so they are corresponding angles, so they are equal, CPCT. And if angle B and angle C are equal, then sides opposite to them are equal. So if angle B equal to angle C, then side opposite to angle B, that is AC, equal to side opposite to angle C, that is AB. So we can write it, therefore AC is equal to AB. Reason, sides opposite to equal angles. Sides opposite to equal angles, so they are equal. So now we got AB and AC are equal. If AB and AC are equal, so we can say triangle ABC is isosceles. Therefore triangle ABC is isosceles. Therefore triangle ABC is isosceles. So we got the result of triangle ABC is isosceles. Now we will do question number 5. That is the last sum. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC. AB and AC are equal, and AP perpendicular to BC. AP perpendicular to BC. Then we need to show that angle B equal to angle C. So we have to prove angle B and angle C are equal. So it's very simple. AP perpendicular to BC, AB equal to AC. If we can prove these two triangles are congruent, then angle B equal to angle C, reason CPCT. So to prove angle B equal to angle C, then proof. In triangle ABP and triangle ACP. In triangle ABP and triangle ACP, both the triangles are right triangles. Angle APB equal to angle APB equal to angle APC equal to 90 degree. Reason, AP perpendicular to BC. That is given. Both the triangles are right triangle, and their hypotenuse. If it is right triangle, if it is 90 degree, then this side is hypotenuse, side opposite to right angle, and here side opposite to right angle. So we can write down hypotenuse AB equal to hypotenuse AC. That is also given. Then side AP of triangle ABP equal to side AP of triangle ACP. AP equal to AP, reason common. So now we got hypotenuse and one side of this right triangle equal to hypotenuse and corresponding side of that right triangle. So that two triangles are congruent by RHS theorem. Therefore, triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP by RHS theorem. And if they are congruent, then we will say angle B equal to angle C. So here B and C, they are in same place, middle, in between A and P, middle place. So angle B and angle C are corresponding angles of that two triangles. So angle B equal to angle C, reason CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So we got the resultant angle B equal to angle C.